Find product links below and hundreds more videos on my channel.
Hey guys, welcome back. Got something very exciting to show you today, something I'm very happy I got. This is the Zongi Lens Turbo from Mitakon. Now, some of you might know Mitakon, they make a nice 35mm f/0.95 lens for NEX, and I'll have a link to that below. Now, there's a lot of stuff to go over here, so I'm going to try and keep this quick. Now, basically what this is, it's an adapter that effectively makes your NEX camera full frame. Now, some people, many people, will immediately go, no, it cannot be done. But what I say to those people is, yes, it can be done, and let me explain. Now, we're not making the sensor physically larger. That's not possible. But what we're doing is we're taking the light that is projected by the lens. So this is a lens that's projecting light onto an area the size of a 35mm piece of film, a full frame sensor. And we're taking that light and we're making it shine onto a smaller area. So we're effectively making this sensor see what a full frame sensor would see, and that's how we're making it full frame. Now what that means is you will get shallower depth of field. That's the most important thing to most people. And again, some people will argue endlessly that the size of the sensor doesn't change the depth of field, but it does. And let me explain again. What happens is, when you get a full-frame sensor, you get a larger field of view. The field of view is how much zoom you have. So because your lens is now wider, you have to move in closer to get the subject the same size in the frame. So you move in closer, your subject is now closer to you, so you now focus closer to you. When you focus closer, you get shallower depth of field. And in effect, this makes full frame shallower in depth of field. There are examples online. I'll post a link below. I won't film my own example. There's no need for that. I will have actual tests with this. I will do full comparisons. But right now, I'll just link to someone else's example to show you that it does make a difference to the depth of field. Now, another thing this does is it increases image quality. And you might be asking yourself, how the hell does this thing increase image quality? And the answer is because it's not a regular adapter. Most adapters with glass will reduce image quality. This does the opposite. Because we're zooming out of the image, just like when you zoom in on a computer, you immediately lose quality. So here, when you're just pairing these two together without the adapter, the sensor is only seeing the image from the center of the lens, and therefore it's seeing more of the issues. It's seeing a less sharp image, and it's seeing more chromatic aberration. And so when we use this adapter, we actually get a sharper image. We get less chromatic aberration, less of whatever issues are there in the lens. Those are going to be reduced, with the exception of vignetting. So if you've got vignetting is the darkening of the corners in the lens, and so vignetting would be increased, because if you have a lens that vignettes, then obviously you'll see more of the corners, therefore more vignetting, but not anything that's problematic. These lenses, these fast manual primes, most fast prime lenses, prime lens means a lens that doesn't zoom. So most prime lenses do vignette, especially wide open with the aperture open all the way. They vignette, so basically you'll be seeing more of that, but it's not an issue. It's not a black corner. It is a slightly darkened corner. Most of the time you won't even see it. Now, another thing that this does is it makes the image brighter. And again, it's because we're taking this amount of light and we're projecting it onto a smaller surface, just like if you were to take a magnifying glass and point it at something in the sun, then the light becomes smaller and therefore much brighter. And so we're getting a brighter image onto the sensor, and we're getting a wider field of view, which is also very important to some people, especially people with nice 50mm lenses. And overall, there aren't many downsides to this. The only downsides are the fact that at the moment it's not available in Canon EF mount, and it should be available in that soon. And do let me know in the comments what mounts you would like to see this in, because then, you know, hopefully I'll send an email to the manufacturer and sort of say, hey, check out my comments. This is the one you should do next. So just wanted to give you a quick size comparison to how big it looks on, compared to lenses. Now, a lot of people have this, the Samyang 85mm f1.4, very lovely lens. That's sort of a size comparison. And then the NEX's own kit lens, the 16-50. And then the Fujian 35mm f1.7, tiny, lovely lens, very cheap. Now, just to give you an example of what you could do with something like this, this is an adapter that costs £130, which is absolutely incredible. This makes you able to go out, go on eBay, and you buy, let's say an NEX camera, let's say an NEX-3. It's a very capable stills camera compared, considering the price. It's a £200 camera that will give you very nice images, a little lacking in video, only 720p footage, but a very nice overall camera considering the price. For the compacts, it's definitely one of the nicer ones. You take that camera, you add this adapter, so you end up with £330 spent, and you have yourself a full frame compact camera that's very nice. And obviously you'd have to add a lens on top of that, but there are many lovely lenses that you can get very cheap. I'll post links below to everything I'm talking about here. Now, that means that you can also take something like this, an NEX-6, an absolutely incredible camera. It's giving us full HD 1080p in 60 frames per second. It's giving us basically everything you would want from an SLR and more. It's a lovely camera to use. Great screen, amazing viewfinder, lovely focus peaking in the viewfinder, which is fantastic for stills as well. Using manual lenses like this with a viewfinder that has focus peaking and shows you the exact image you're about to capture is fantastic. It's such a joy to use. And something like this, like I said, an NEX-6 in stills mode, 10 frames per second. Just so much lovely stuff this camera can do. And this is cheaper than basically any other full frame camera that you can get. I suppose you could get very old full frame cameras, but this lens is basically open up a whole massive world of possibilities, a whole massive world of quality, and just getting this so many people who do want full frame to be able to use it. And honestly, I think it's amazing. I really do love this. I honestly, at first when I got this, I ordered it to review for you guys. That was important to me, and I wanted to see it for myself, but I wasn't too excited about it because I already have full frame. I have a 5D. So I wasn't really excited. I was just more interested to see how it went as soon as I started using it on the NEX. And I mean, literally within 1 minute, I fell in love with it, just because it's such a joy to use in such a compact body, basically giving you a Leica that's better than Leica. And I know some people will hate me for that. That's just my personal opinion, and please don't dislike the video because of that. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you have questions, then do ask me below, because I will try and include that in my comparisons. If you have any requests, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll have links below, like I said, to everything I talked about. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video.